Alright, y'all, welcome back to the channel. I think it's funny how every single time I'm planning on not uploading on a certain day, somebody wants to drop a bomb in the NBA Twitter world, and I find myself sitting here talking to you guys about the game of basketball. And this time it's James Harden. Woj decided he wanted to drop a bomb. He says James Harden is picking up his $35.6 million option, and sides are beginning to work together and exploring trade scenarios. Sources tell ESPN it is expected that James Harden has played his last game in Philadelphia. And then this man Woj wants to follow it up, saying the Clippers and Knicks are expected to be among the teams that'll engage with the Sixers in a potential James Harden trade. And the number one thing that I think about is a Jalen Brunson and James Harden backcourt. Number one, I just want to get this out of the way. The defense will not be there, regardless of if Tom Thibodeau is their coach or not. But I like it on the offensive side. I mean, it sounds fun, bro. James Harden in the mecca of basketball, Madison Square Garden, in orange and white. That is something that I would like to see. However, James Harden in LA, that's also something I would like to see. I'm pretty sure if the Clippers are trying to get James Harden, Paul George is going to have to be in that trade. Paul George will be a Philadelphia 76er, which I also like that fit in Philly, but we're not going to get too deep into that rabbit hole. I do like this fit for these two down in LA. However, there are some obvious questions that we have to ask about a potential James Harden and Kawhi Leonard duo. Number one, James Harden, what are you going to give us in the playoffs? And number two, Kawhi Leonard, are you even going to be in the playoffs? You know what I'm saying? Kawhi Leonard, he has his injury issues. James Harden, he has his times where he shrinks in the moment in the playoffs. I don't know if this is going to work. I don't think it's going to work in terms of both those questions that I just asked, you know, getting in the way of them building the chemistry, building the continuity with the team, and actually trying to go and compete for a championship. However, if they're healthy and staying on the court, I do not see any way, shape, or form that this duo does not work. I feel like the way that James Harden and Kawhi Leonard play, they both complement each other perfectly. We know that James Harden is not the best of defenders. Kawhi Leonard brings that to the table. Not really as much as he did back in the day, but he's still bringing high-level defense to this duo. And James Harden, just one of the best offensive players we've seen in this league's history. But now he's switched his game. You know what I'm saying? He can still score if he wants to, but he can play facilitator, get his guys open. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if James Harden is playing alongside Kawhi Leonard, like we're talking about when they're both on the court, when they're healthy, I feel like James Harden's game would look more fluid. I feel like he would make better decisions playing alongside Kawhi Leonard rather than Joel Embiid, because when he was playing with Joel Embiid, it was like feed Embiid the ball and then score. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like, when do I score? When do I pass to Embiid? You know what I'm saying? But with this, James Harden, make the right read, or James Harden, go get me a bucket. You know what I'm saying? It's completely simple. Kawhi Leonard, he can get his shots and his stuff off in the flow of the offense. You're not slowing down the game and then giving him an entry pass and he works in the post. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be doing that in LA. However, I want to shift gears to New York and talk about New York briefly. Number one, RJ Barrett's going to be in the deal. I'm pretty sure everybody knows that if New York does decide to try to go after James Harden, RJ Barrett's going to be in the deal. I'm hoping that fucking Julius Randle is in the deal. I don't want to see James Harden, Jalen Brunson, and Julius Randle on the basketball court together. The defense will be absolutely egregious. I'm extremely intrigued to see what the future of New York is. James Harden could possibly be that future, but if you're gonna make this move, I need to see who you're gonna give up and the moves that you do after. With LA, I feel like they're already set up for James Harden to succeed. I can't say the same thing about New York because they have obvious flaws on the team. So I'm going to need to see what the package is for New York more than I am for LA. However, I want to raise a question for you guys real quick. Because if it's not the Clippers and if it's not the Knicks, who would it be? I think with this new CBA coming up, and you've seen it with the past trades that people have been making, a lot of people are shedding a lot of cap space going into next season so they don't get fucked over by the new CBA. And I don't think bringing in a 1-year $35 million rental would be the best ideal situation for any of these teams, because if they give up a big piece that helped them get to where they're at and they fumble and they fuck up, that's not going to be good at all. James Harden might fuck around and actually be a Philadelphia 76er going into next season, because if both these teams can't get the job done and they can't get the trade to go off, I think he might be a 76er next season. And that's not really that far-fetched to say. I know that they're saying that he's probably played his last game. They're not, they don't see James Harden long term. I don't know if they're going to be able to get a trade-off if these two teams can't get it done. You know what I'm saying? I tried thinking about the Miami Heat. I thought that they would be good, but I don't even think they have a good package to gain James Harden. I don't know what Philly's asking price is for James Harden, but if it's something along the lines of a Kyle Lowry, Tyler Hero picks, maybe James Harden will be in Miami. I think the Miami strip clubs will be really good for this man. I actually like the fit too, which is crazy. I think the fit would be nice, but I don't think that that's what they would want. I don't think the Philadelphia 76ers would want that at all. I was also thinking about Milwaukee, but number one, I don't know what pieces they have to even, give up for James Harden. And number two, if I was Giannis, I'd feel some type of way. Like, bro, you trading for James Harden, the dude that said I don't have any fucking skill? Come on, man. I don't want to do that, bro. Let's not do that now. I don't know how long this video is. I'm going to be honest. It's going up regardless of how long the video is. But my mind has been racing. My thoughts have been all over the place. But the clickbait title, ladies and gentlemen, where is James Harden going? Where is he getting traded? I'm going to make a prediction right now. I think his most ideal place to go to is New York. I feel like that's where I would like to see him go. And I'm going to predict New York. I'm going to tell y'all he's going to New York because I'm the GM. I am the GM. Trust me. Number one, I feel like New York has the cap space to do it. Number two, they have the guys to actually make the trade. Number three, the fit, it's a little iffy, but it'll put asses in the seats. I'll tell you that much. James Harden in the Mecca basketball wearing that shit with that guy right there. I'd like to see that. You know what I'm saying? No, I am not a New York Knicks fan. I'm a Boston Celtics fan. New York Knicks, if you guys get to this video, I'm not a fan of y'all. Matter of fact, I kind of hate y'all. You know what I'm saying? The fact that RJ Barrett hit that shot, we're getting out of here. I'm kind of stalling on this video. That's all I got for y'all today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends. And I'm out. Peace.